Junkin' Pool over here in Portville too. Well, we're over here working on the 1963 Corvair. This carburetor is definitely set up. I tapped on it a few times, tried the pliers. Don't want to break that shaft. Might need cleaned anyway. You think? So I got the one carburetor off here. I'm gonna clean everything all up. See if I can break that loose. Probably gonna have to get a little propane heat or something on it. So I bought this bunch of this different stuff from a yard sale. I thought I bought a bunch of WD-40. I think maybe I bought a transmission fluid. So I'm going to soak this overnight. Of course, there it goes. I didn't want to go in there. I want to make sure that bottom part was submerged. So I'm about ready to get this thing started up, or attempt to. From what we gathered, it's been like 1990 since it's been started, or since it was on the road, so I assume it probably hasn't been started. That's what the paperwork said. A little dark in here. I gotta get some more lighting. I haven't turned the heat on with them fluorescent bulbs. I got the old style, so they don't have the things to kick them on. So I got the oil pump back on. I started to put the carburetors on. Well, I decided I was going to clean them, which made sense. Definitely seized up. Now this one, here the throttle open. I'm going to tear this one all apart too. I figured I'd start with a harder one. This one opens up just fine. I figure I'll get that one going. I'm getting ready to put a couple tires on it. These are the ones that were on it that wouldn't take air at the junkyard. I think they'll actually hold air at least to move it around. That one was leaking pretty good. It looked like it might have stopped. Oh, that one's leaking there. Yeah, I want to start on some body work, but I want to make sure the engine's going to run. I've got a backup plan anyway. Got the other Corvairs. I got getting spark. Well, either my battery's going dead on it or something, because all of a sudden it started dragging. And I brought it over and put it on the charger. But it may be too cold to charge. It might be frozen. May have to bring it in, warm it up, or get some heat in here. It hasn't been too awful cold, and that battery isn't that old. Bought that at a yard sale too. It was in the van. It worked fine. So anyway, anybody else got a new project they're working on? We'll let that soak overnight. I'll try the little propane torch. I'm out of oxygen. I'm probably going to have to go get some more. See if I can warm it up. I could clean all this up. Clean out all the jets. And I actually think I saved that gasket. And it looked to me like the needle valve was opening and shutting. I don't know if I can do that with one hand or not. Probably can. I just won't be able to film it. I'll scrub it all down, get an old toothbrush and clean them all up before I put them back together. I finally used this tray. Debbie, I just opened it. Debbie said she got that for me 2 years ago at Christmas. I thought, why haven't I been using that? That thing is really magnetic. It really sticks good. I got another little one over here that I haven't opened yet. Oh, should have been using it all along. I get something new and I want to keep it nice, so I guess I just sets in the corner somewhere. I'm using it now. Ain't much I can lose on that, unless I lose the whole thing. Think that soaked long enough yet? Me neither. So I was trying to decide what I was going to do for tires. I'll probably, and I always thought these were 14s or 13s, and come to find out they're 14s. And the rim pattern's different. Them are brand new. But I'm trying to decide. I've done this before. They don't fit on this. But guy could get that lined up and cut that center out a little bit. I mean, I'm not seeing going down the highway 70 mile an hour, but get that center cut out. And figure out, get these as close as we can. Maybe take some paint and go around here. Get the cobwebs out of it. And get the original bolt pattern. Could use a piece of cardboard, but paint sounds easier. Paint this under the rim. Take this off. I have no use for these rims other than using them to roll that around, or roll this around. I was hoping to use the tires on here, and if I did it good enough, I could probably get by driving around that way. Make sure I didn't oblong them. I got one of them sizers Harbor Freight sells. Get the holes in it, I could probably get it pretty close to where it should be. I've just been thinking about that. I've kind of done this before. I've done it a long time ago. I used a chisel and a hammer. Got to get them just right or you'll have it out of balance. But the center ain't no problem. It's just these lug nuts there. Probably wouldn't want to catch into the ones that are already there. You probably want to turn it like this way and start anew. Then we got these lip things. That should work. When you're from Corvair, you got to make do with what you got. I don't know if I said it or not, but I did sell the Opal. Sold it to a guy quite a ways from here. He almost didn't get it. He got here and lowballed me, but I didn't lose money. We let it go. I think he drove about 800 miles. He sent him tons of pictures telling him how rusted it was, and sent him a video running the engine, and filled it with antifreeze, showed him the block and everything was good. And I decided to let it go a little cheaper. We agreed to a price, and then they tried to lower it $50, and I told them, no, you're already getting it too cheap. But I went in the house, and they come knocking on the door, will you still sell it to us? They almost left without it, but I said, yeah, give me the money before we load it. So they paid me, and we fired it up and put it up on the trailer. It was in third gear, so didn't want to shift. But he had one just like it. I don't wish him no bad luck, but I don't know. It's going. I only need a few projects, and figured I'd work on this and get this one going. Sometimes when you do a lot of deals that happens, but I don't like anybody usually buying something a long ways away. So we went out of our way to send him a bunch of extra pictures and make sure he knew what it was. And we told him it was firm, and he got here. And I guess I could have been uh, the bad guy and just told him, you may as well leave, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a softie. Anyway, this will be a fun project. As soon as I get this running where I can move it in and out and drive it, I'm going to start on the body work. I'll probably start pulling the seats and stuff out and start on the floors. See how much Bondo's actually in this place, or this thing. Right here is about the only bad spot I see out here, and that shouldn't be too bad to fix. It feels solid behind it from what I can tell, plus I can get under the funk. Didn't really want to use it for a bench. It'll be alright. Maybe a little work up in these corners. I know I showed this before. We got a few new subscribers. I appreciate it. I appreciate the new subscribers and the old subscribers. Someday I might get up to 1,000 subscribers. And when we get this done, we'll go out and do a little bit of hot rodding around. And try not to blow it up. I pulled the shroud off. I'm going to run it without that just to make sure we ain't got no rods knocking or anything like that. It looked good in there. You can see all that once you pull this fan and this little intake cover off. It all looked good in there. But once I get it all running good, make sure it's going to run good, I'll put all that back on and get them all painted up. Spiffy this thing right up. I hadn't done a video in a while, so I thought I would. A lot of car videos out there. That's mostly what I watch, is people working on old cars. And I do watch the scrapping videos too. So I'm a little bit all over the place. I do watch some home repair videos and current event videos, what's going on in the world. Or hope everybody's having a good day. Go find a project. I've said that before. I guess I could show these before I shut the video down. I robbed the coil off of this one. This one I'm going to start up too, or see if I can start it up. The engine rolls over. I robbed the coil off it, and this coil in here is getting good spark. I probably can't open this with a bone in my hand, maybe. Yeah. I do like these locks. So this is a 1960. It's missing a coil. And on 60, I guess, from what I've seen, is the only year they put the battery on the passenger side. The rest of them are over here on the driver's side. I cleaned this one up quite a bit. If I get the other one running, I could pull this one in, but I think I'm just going to get that one going and moving. I pointed, but you probably can't see me. Got a dent in the hood. It's got some dings in this door. It's got the tires. Between the three Corvairs, I got 4 tires that hold air. This one's a 1964. And these doors, I'm thinking one of these doors, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to take a better look, but they may replace them 2 doors. And the same with the hood. That one needs a hood. I don't know if they interchange. A couple doors there, they're a little rough. Not bad, I guess, but this has got a good looking hood on it. So I could rob the hood off of this one to put it on that one. If it fits, I assume it probably will. Looks about the same. And I may have to have this trailer here. I know where there's another Corvair. I think it's about a 65. And I believe it's got the 4-speed in it with a, I think it's at least a 140 engine. That's the one that has the 4 carburetors. It's pretty rough shape, but the guy might want to put the clutch pedals and the 4-speed and everything in this one. Have a good day. Time for me to go get a coffee. Goodbye.